Hey guys, so I wanted to make another video and kind of talk about packing and STPs and stuff like that, since that's kind of like a FTM topic that eventually will pop up. Uh, if you're not interested in it in your FTM, that's cool, but you know, a lot of guys who are, and also people, cis guys and girls, will end up asking you questions about this at some point or another, I think. Um, Packing in general. It's like for the first, I don't know, almost about 3 months, I guess, after I'd come out, I wasn't packing, but it kept bothering me. You know, like I kept thinking, I didn't feel right. And then I was really super concerned about what people were seeing when I was walking around, you know, like, so I started packing. And in order to figure out how, I used the trusty internet to ask it, basically, what do you do to get started? You know, especially since I'm like super poor, I was like, okay, what's a really quick and easy and effective way to pack? And the number one, like quick fix is I think it's a what is it, gel in a condom. Like you pack it and then you tie it off and it's like it's a soft easy pack, but it's like super messy, and I really didn't want to have to deal with that, you know, because it's just like, what if you get a spring a leak, or it pops or something? Like I didn't even want to touch that one. And then another simple fix was like people were like, oh, you can use a roll up sock and you just tuck it in your underwear, your boxer briefs, or whatever, you know. And I tried that for maybe about a month and a half, and I hated it because I didn't have any way to hold the sock very well, and so it kept moving and getting out of position. And I mean, like I get the whole guys adjusting their junk at some point or another, but like if I were really out in public, I didn't really want to be using a sock because I'd be doing that constantly. So, but I figure if you're not if you don't have a lot of money, and you're looking for your own ways to do this, you get the whole this is really crappy. I don't have a lot of good socks. Mine are really short and really bad. But you turn them inside out. This is like two socks. You take two, and yeah. Sorry. Like hold this up for the camera, and you basically turn it inside out, and you try to make it as long as possible. If you have ankle socks or something like that's longer, but thinner maybe because these are kind of thick. See, there you go. It's a way to pack. But yeah, so I tried that for a while. Didn't work. And so then I was like, I got some work for a while, and I made some money, and I wanted to actually get something that would withstand the test of time because I'm pretty cheap and poor most of the time. So I ended up going to online and getting a soft packer. I think it was the Sailor Packer. They come in like three different colors. There's like peach, and then there's like something tan or something, and then there's like dark packers or something, and there's different sizes. I went for the small one, because honestly, it's ridiculous packing with anything bigger. For you well endowed men out there, I am super jealous, but also not, because I imagine you have the worst time sometimes when it comes to pulling on your pants and keeping that package in there. But, this is the one that I got. It's, really small, and it's bouncy. It's really old, too. I mean, like, I really need a new one. It's worn, it's coming apart in the back. And this is super easy, to tuck it in, especially if you got like tight underwear, or like boxer briefs with like some sort of like front pouch. Most of them do actually. It's like those emergency evacuation spots for guys if you're in the bathroom. But in order to hold it in, I got one of those like harness things from the same website, and this one was designed for the holding it in. So I would slide in the packer, and then it holds it, and then you wear it around your waist, and it keeps it in one spot. But then the question eventually pops up with, what's the proper way to keep it in your pants? And I know it's ridiculous, but I mean, like, do you tuck it to the left? Do you tuck it to the right? Do you tuck it up? Some people do that. You know, I find myself, it's easier for me to tuck up, because then when it's in your pants, you have just like a little bit of a landscaping, so to speak, if someone were to stare at your crotch. And it wouldn't necessarily be jutting out of your pant leg or anything like that. And then once I had graduated to softpacker, then came the question of STPs, and those weren't like right on the top of my list because at the time I wasn't passing, and I just avoided the bathrooms like the plague. And but as I started passing more, I was starting to get really uncomfortable with the fact that I was just avoiding bathrooms entirely. And when I did use the men's bathroom, I was using the stall. And I'm still using the stall because I'm very insecure and I haven't actually passed the next level of this test. But STPs. That means stand to pee device, basically. So I, of course, using the same website, was like, oh, I'll get an STP, you know, because they make packers that look authentic to kind of make it easier for you to do it. And so I got one of these. This one's huge. They did not have a smaller size at the time. And it comes with, like, you know, a little funnel thing, and you're supposed to be able to somehow arrange it just right in your pants while you're in the bathroom to stand peeing and not have anyone notice how difficult it is for you to do this. It doesn't actually work. It's ridiculous. The whole size is way too tiny. I mean, you gotta like have some serious bladder control to make it work, and you'll end up standing there for like 5 minutes until you get your bladder empty. So nah, not a good thing for me. Maybe for other guys. There are other devices that do not have something like this. That if you're in a stall but you still want to stand, which is what I do, you can use them. They're like little travel mates. It says it on it. Look like a medicine spoon, and when you go to the bathroom, you just arrange it so, and then it's got a hole at the end. And the hole is much bigger where you actually have to pee, which is good because you have less mess. And so I've been using these. They come usually in packs of like 3, I think. And funny enough, my sister gave this to me because she used to do Civil War reenacting and she needed to stand. So you can get these online, and you can probably get them at like not Trader Joe's, one of those backpacking type shops. And it works pretty good. You can also trim the end to make the hole slightly longer, to like kind of negate more of the backflow that you can get if you have to pee real bad and you're just letting too much go. At some point, I plan on trying to create a combination of the Travel Mate and the original Sailor soft packer, because there are ways to put a hole in the back and have it so you basically have it like this through your packer. And I haven't really gotten to that yet, but I will give it a try, and I will let you know. But I first want to make sure I have a backup packer, so if I F it up, I'm not left with a rolled up sock. And so that's basically the packer thing, and that took me almost 10 minutes to describe. I'm horrible at this, but I wanted to kind of just throw that topic out there and let you know what I'm doing, and maybe that'll help you. There are websites out there if you need tips. Stuff like the Hudson's Guide to using STPs. It's the ftmguide.org, actually, and that has a whole bunch of stuff, including bathroom etiquette. Then there's also the wikihow.com/pack-4-FTMs, and that just gives you a whole little list of, different ways that you can do it. Really, Google is your friend. the best way to figure this stuff out is either Google or on YouTube watching other people's videos. So, there you go.